Hello and good day. Are you working remotely? Are you working from home? Do you need to do that? Then you're not alone because hundreds, thousands, if not millions of people are doing that right now. We're in a situation where we've never ever been before. But the great thing here is, the great opportunity is that we can connect in a different way. Perhaps this is a challenge for you. Perhaps you have never um, thought about going online or working from home remotely and sharing your content. So therefore, I want to share that with you here today, how to do that in an easy way. Perhaps it's a little bit not confusing, but perhaps overwhelming at the beginning. But once you have mastered the first steps, put everything into place, and played around a little bit, then it is really easy and you get used to it so much more. It's like with every learning. Uh, I want to share that with you here, this video, how to do that, because I've been looking throughout the internet to really gather all the needs I have all together in one place because I didn't find any video out there which covers all what I need here for my work. Um, Also, you might see I have some eye infection so that it's swollen, but I didn't want to wait till this is gone because a lot of people were asking, how are you doing that? So I want to share that now with you here. Now, let's go to why. Why am I doing that? Excuse me. Because I want to share important information. Probably you want to share important information and content with your audience, with your team members, perhaps one to one or one to many. And you want to do that by using either presentations or slides or PowerPoint, what you have been doing always. And perhaps you want to share websites or videos or even the desktop and show what you're doing on the desktop. Or you want to use a whiteboard. So far, I have liked using a real flip chart here in the back. It's got great advantages in doing so. But at the same time, the positive side of using a digital whiteboard, a digital flip chart, is that you can share those flips then with your audience and send it over. That's really the positive side. Now, also, you want to connect with others, right? In an easy way, and you want to interact fully. If you are focused on the technical side so much, then you cannot really connect. And that's what's all about here today in our world. We need to find a new way of connecting. And for some of you, it is very challenging because we all have been used to talk directly, right? And now this is happening here right now. What I'm doing now with you, we're connecting digitally, virtually. But the easier the technological environment is, the more we can connect. I hope you agree with me. Then once you have mastered the first steps, and it will be perhaps a little bit overwhelming at the beginning, but later on, it will be easier for you. You can focus so much more on delivering the content, what you need to deliver, and build a great context, an easy context, so the learning goes so much faster and you can focus on it. Also, why not have a lot of fun on the way, on the go, and enjoy it. And once you have mastered it, it's gonna be so much more joyful than at the beginning. And then you want to speak directly to you, directly to your audience, and not look down or search everything what you need, because you want to focus and be with your audience. And then once you've done all of this, perhaps you want to share it not only to one person or to your team of 10, perhaps you want to share it to the world. And the power with this program, I'm going to share with you here now is that you can share it with the world, that you can even stream it, not only through Zoom, what we're doing here right now, but with YouTube, on Facebook. Amazing what this program um, offers. Now, um, perhaps I want to share with you so that you can see what's happening, how my setting is set up, that I'm going to share with you how my table looks like. So that's my table. And on that table, I have one monitor. Probably, I don't know, 50, 60% of you just have one monitor. That's fine. That's good. Start with that. Me personally, I have one here and another one here. So one on the left, one on the right, and one here. The positive side of this is that I have on all those screens my stuff. So on one is the presentation, on this one here is the whiteboard and other stuff. So it's declutters it. But if you don't have it, that's fine. Start with this. Start with one. That's good. So this is my nose and this is my head, and I'm looking here so that you can see this is a bird's eye view. Now, these are the monitors, important. And here you have then the camera. Here is probably the camera sitting, either a built-in camera, a web camera, or an external one. Doesn't really matter. Uh, as long as it's good. Then what do you need? Definitely you need lighting. So here I got one here, which is important. At least you have one. Then, because the light should come from the front, not from the back. Please don't do that. Don't sit behind a window. Not good. Then you need to have what I'm having, another one and a third one. This is the best lighting what you can have. So three are wonderful. I got one here, one there, and one in the front. But in addition to that, I also got two small ones from here and one from here. I saw that this was missing, those two, so therefore it looks so much better. And as you can see, there is a shadow here and there's shadow here, so you can see that the lights are coming from this side as well. This is the light. That's important. Now, what also I have is, and I should do it in green because I got a green screen here in the back. Here in the back, you cannot see that right now because it changed through the software, and in a moment you will see that it's really green. So why I'm doing that? Because what? I'm moving that because look what I can do. I can change the background. Suddenly I'm in the clouds. So that's possible. Or whatever picture you put up there. So that's the positive side when you use a green screen. But you don't have to do that. That's fine. As long as it is not a distracting background. This is important. For me, that's very important because I don't want that my audience is being distracted of my background. They should focus on the content, on the context, and not so much being distracted what's there, what he is reading, why didn't he make his bed, or why is there a guitar. That's what I see in other screenings, other streamings of other people. If they like it, that's wonderful. But I want to, this is a working environment, and therefore I want that everybody is really being clear and focused to what we need to share. So this is my setting here, and perhaps that helps you. And on the PDF, also on the website, you can find what I'm using, and you can buy this as well or not. It's up to you. Now, let's go back to the presentation here. And you can see it goes very easy. I can switch between this and this with a push of a button. And that's the power of this program. Also, on a later time, I can show you this, how to do that. I don't want to overwhelm you today. Now, let's go why we're doing that here. Now, how we're doing that. First, you need Zoom. If you haven't got Zoom, then you need to do that. Let's jump on the here. Where is that? Now I didn't put in, here we are. So if you haven't got Zoom, then please buy into Zoom. Okay. There is a free plan, but you can also only use it for 40 minutes in a group. When you want to start with that, that's fine. You can only host 100 people. I've got this plan here. There are 100 participants here, and the limitation is 24 hours. So I haven't used that, exceeded that, the 24 hours yet, but perhaps it can be in the future. This is the first important thing. Then you need to download this here, which is called OBS. That's a program we're using and I'm using here right now. It's the Open Broadcaster software. An amazing program software. It's for free for Windows or Mac or Linux. Everything I'm sharing with you here, it's all about Windows. I use Windows systems, operating systems. I don't know anything about Mac, so please don't ask me about Mac. It is possible for you to use Mac as well, but some of the programs I'm sharing, especially the virtual cam, what we're going to share in a moment, is you can use for Mac. This I know 100% for sure. There's some workarounds. Look on the internet how you can do that. It is possible. Some are doing that, but unfortunately I cannot share that with you. Now, let's go back to the presentation here. And then we can see here, you need Zoom, you need OBS, and all the different settings. I'm going to share with you how to do that today, but the settings you will find on the PDF. It's so much better for you to go step by step and see what is good and how it is done. Then you need to set up your camera. So how can we set up the camera? I'm going to show it with you. And then you need to set up the streaming with OBS. Let's go to this here. Here you can see my full screen. That's how it looks like. This is the OBS program. Oops, I'm sorry. This is the OBS program here, this here. And here on this side, this is Zoom. So obviously you see me now 2 times. Here, and then here, also here. So why is that so? Because this is Zoom, and I logged in with another computer, with my laptop, to show you that this will be you. The person talking to you right now, this is your view. Also, I want to share with you, this is the green screen. So you can see this is really green. And here, this is the curtain from my window. So there's the window. And it is actually not black, it is green. And you can use the software to change and put everything on the green screen what you want to put on, like I did the sky. So once you have downloaded the OBS and open it, then you need to go on settings here on the right side, down there on the bottom, and click on the different settings, and then you will find all the different settings and look in the PDF what is needed. Then you need to connect your camera. So let me go to the here to the websites here, and you can see that here this is the OBS Studio, but you need to go then later on this website. It's all in the PDF, and download Virtual Cam. Virtual Cam is a virtual camera which is connecting OBS with Zoom. And that's very important to do that. So once you have downloaded it, you go to OBS here, and you click on Tools, and then you see here it says Virtual Cam, and there you click on Auto Start and keep aspect ratio here, and then you click on Start. If I can't click on Start because it is um, sharing it right now, and I don't click on Stop because otherwise it will stop, the sharing will be stopped. So if you want to close the window, you need to close here on the X. Do not forget this, and it will be still running. After you have done that, you go and open Zoom, which is here. This is Zoom here. Whoops. This is my lovely daughter, as you can see. And here we are. So we go back. This opened, and we make it smaller again, as you can see here. So here we are back on Zoom, and that happens. Those things happen. You need to be aware. Once you have done that a couple of times, you don't get confused. And then you click here down on the bottom at that arrow, and see that this here on the top, this should be your camera. Mine is Logitech. By the way, it's a very good camera. You can find it on the website also. And then here, this needs to show up. OBS camera, either one OBS camera or different ones, 2, 3, and 4. Now, and then you click on the OBS camera, and then you start video, and then you share the video. Now, what I have done here is that you're not always seeing me here on the right side. I prepared already this screen here. What you can do also, this is an extra one, and so that you can see me now directly. This is my camera talking to you so that it looks better, and I put this in front of it. So now you can see me. So this is the OBS Studio. Here on the left side is now Zoom, and that's what the audience is seeing then. Okay, now let's go back to the presentation, and I need to find my presentation. It just closed here. Here's the presentation. It's open, and because I need my mouse to click on the presentation, because there is, as far as I understand, no really connection. I cannot click on OBS to go to the next point, so I need my mouse pointer to touch the document. Now, we talked about installing virtual camera, then you need to open the Zoom, and then you need to check the camera. And now let's add some open office, what I'm using, or Word, or PowerPoint, whatever you need. Now let's go back to OBS, and here, when you start with using OBS, please go first on profile. On profile, open a profile. I cannot open the profile now. Why cannot I cannot do that? Okay, for some reason it doesn't let me do that. You open profile. click on new and do a profile. You'll find it on the PDF as well. Then you click on a scene collection. So what's the difference between profile and a scene? The profile is that perhaps you're using OBS and somebody else is using OBS. So you want to have the settings what is good for you. So basically, you mainly need only one profile, but you have different scenes. So what's a scene? A scene is a different situation, a different environment, a different teaching environment. So for example, if I'm talking to one client, one-to-one, I don't need all the media resources I'm using right now. I only need perhaps my whiteboard. Then I do this, and I make a scene, and then I just click on whiteboard and produce the whiteboard. What I'm doing now here with you, you see that I've got a lot of different scenes here, different scenes for you, because I've got here me, then in the presentation with me. Here it looks like this is the presentation. Then it's the whiteboard, and the whiteboard, it doesn't show up here right now because we changed it before, and that happens sometimes. Then you just find it again, and then it will be there. Then me and the small whiteboard, if I talk about it, then I can switch, because it's good to see the whiteboard big, but also see the whiteboard smaller if I want to share it along and talk about it, or let my audience give their explanation on that. Then we have the PDF. Let's go to the PDF. And here, this is the PDF you can see, and you will find here's all the information. And as you can see, I can scroll through the PDF, whatever you need. Then we have I put a scene, the whole Zoom. And here are, that changed because I changed the website. Now here is the website, and we have here the website. And this is the Microsoft whiteboard. Also, what I'm using, and you can download it. It's very, very convenient. It works actually quite well. And then I have, let's go back. Then I have here the full screen, and then I have the main full monitor, left monitor, right monitor, then a special picture. You can only just show a picture. This is here, for example, a picture. So that's the reason why it's good to have different scenes. You can switch in between. That's the power of the program. So how do we do it? Now, let's do a test. I cannot show you a blank new scene, because otherwise you cannot see me anymore. So that's why I put a test here already. And what you need to do is that you click on scene collection, right? Click on new, and then you start with a new scene and put in the scene name, and then you have here the test. Now, let's put here on the test here perhaps the PDF. Let's do the PDF. You click here on here and go on window capture with the left mouse click. Then you name it however you want to name it. Let's write PDF. I've got already PDF, so I write PDF 1. And sorry for that, because I programmed it. Let's go back. That's why you should not, what I've just done, program your numpad with numbers to switch the scenes. But this is one way of doing it. So let's go back. You got you here on test. Here on test, you click down here on window capture. You write PDF and I write A, PDF A, then I click here, and then now here on the bottom, I look for the PDF. And here it says setting up Zoom streaming, and here I am, and then I click on OK. Now, what you can see here right now is that this is the whole screen, and perhaps you don't want that it has been seen, the whole thing. So you can make it smaller here and move it around wherever you want to have it on your screen. Or the power here is you can, if you want to reset it, then you right click on it, transform, and fit to screen. And this should fit to screen, and it doesn't want to do that. Let's see that. Let's try that one more time. Interestingly, I'm not, let's see here. The reason was why it didn't work, because it wasn't on red here. It was, so red is what is active. Now I click on it, right click, now it should be working, and fit to screen, and as you can see, it's working. Now, perhaps you don't want to show this stuff here on the top here, on the top. So therefore, you click and you click Alt and move it all the way down. And then it only displays, and also I do that on the right side and on the left side, Alt and move it so that you only see this, and then you can move it around wherever you want to have it. And if you don't want to show it, you click on the eye icon and it's gone. And it's back when I click on it. So this is the PDF. Let's see if we want to share our website. We could just do the same. We click here on the plus, we go on window capture, and then we go websites test, websites test, click on OK, and then you see perhaps I landed here, you click on here, and you click on Chrome. Definitely the document, as well as whatever you want to connect with and open it, it has to be open before. It has to be open, okay? So the document should be there, the PDF should be open, or the websites is open. And when I go directly to the website, so I'm going to the other screen here, hello everybody, and then I need to click on it with my mouse and move around. There are some other ways to do that also, but I don't want to share that now. It goes as well, but I found that sometimes it really kills OBS, and I don't want to risk that now. Now here we can do just the same. We do website test, and we don't want to show that now anymore. Now let's go back to what else we wanted to do today. We got the whiteboard. I showed it to you, PDF. It's about the same with the whiteboard. You just do the same and then switch with a click of a button. Okay, so how do you do that? This I want to share with you. That's interesting. Now, if you want to switch with any button, either it's a numbers button or however, then you need to do the following. Why do you want to do that? Because you want to switch from one scene to the other. If I push number one, then I switch to this scene. If I push 2, switch to this, and then to this, then to this. So and to 8, which for me here is this, the whole view. Now, how do you do that? You click on Settings, and then you click here on Hotkeys. Hotkeys. So if you, let's see, for example, what haven't I done here? Left full monitor. Okay. Let's say number 9, I'd like to put it right now because it's still open. Then I push 9, and then you see here, as it is in German, because it's a German computer and I do speak German. It says here 9 and number lock numbers, and then you click on apply and OK. So when I click now on 9, it doesn't go, interestingly. So it didn't work. 8, let's see that again. 8, 7, and 9. Because let's do that one more time. Let's change that. Where was this? Left full monitor. Here, we don't want this. So we go here, and what else? I want to show you this. That's very nice. So I push 9 here, apply, OK, and now it should work. Let's see. This it is. This is my start screen. Before I showed that 5 minutes before the Zoom starts. And so I want that my audience and my students are ready. They should make sure that the camera is on, the microphone is working, that they stay focused and not being distracted, and they contribute and share. So this is the framework. These are the rules of the game. And after 5 minutes, it will go to 0, and then I click the button and I am there. So that's the power of it. And now I click back to 8, and I am here again, the whole screen. So what you have seen here now is that it is possible. It's possible to set up. It takes some time. It's a little bit overwhelming at the beginning. It took me some hours because some things did not work out as well. On the PDF, I wrote you how to overcome these hurdles, these errors if they show up. I hope you don't have some error messages, but if they occur, do one thing. First, relax, breathe in and out. There is always a solution. There is always a solution. Second, if you're working around and it doesn't work, as described, etc., or you get an error message or so on. First thing you do, you close OBS. Second thing you do is you close Zoom. Third thing you do is either you shut down the computer and restart again, or you just have closed the 2 software programs and you open them again. So that's step number 1. You open them again and test it. If it's not there anymore, which is very often the case, then it's cleaned. If it's not the case, then restart the computer, restart Zoom, and restart OBS. So this is it for today. I hope it helped you out a little bit. If you got any questions, let me know. You can download it on the website and the PDF. I wish you lots of success in sharing your story, your knowledge, your content to enrich the world. That's what I'm here for, and I hope I help you a little bit. And one thing, stay safe. And for those who will be watching it in 5 months or in a year's time, you will look back and wonder how fast everything has changed and how fast we all made it possible to make the change, the positive change, and how fast we have learned. So everything will be good as long as we make it good. I wish you a wonderful day. All the best to you and stay safe.